We are seeing new video of a teenager just before he was killed at a downtown Denver skate park. Right now on Denver 7 News at 7 o'clock on Local 3, police are asking for your help to find a suspect.
A possible solution to Denver's high housing costs: put a tiny house in your backyard. Why there's this push for more accessory dwellings.
It's a perfect home for a renter, and it helps out me financially.
Plus, we are finally seeing Russell Wilson practicing in a Broncos uniform, and he's excited to dive into the team's new playbook.
To be able to go through the little details of the game and the knowledge of what we're trying to do, and us coaching each other up as much as possible. And the intelligence of these guys is really, really exciting to see.
Yeah, the expectations are high for the team. It's a little bit of a reboot for him as well. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Sanders.
And I'm Nicole Brady. Meteorologist Lisa Hidalgo is taking a look outside right now, and we're warmer than average across the area, the region right now, Lisa.
You said it.
Yeah.
Back to you now.
I just read it.
You just got good work. Good work. We're looking at here on our 10-day forecast some warmer than average conditions, and you'll see that on the Super 7-day. I'll show you that coming up in just a bit. But today is going to be one of those days. We're typically in the low to mid 60s this time of year. Already at 41 in Denver. Clear skies. It's going to be a sunny morning for us. Some really pretty conditions for the next couple of days. We will see an increase in cloud cover this afternoon, but our temperatures are still going to be well into the 70s. 65 degrees by lunch, low 70s by about 2, and then we'll see some low to mid 70s between 3 and 5. Denver, a high of 73. Same thing there in Boulder. You'll find more 60s and some upper 50s in the foothills. Estes Park this afternoon, 58. So things are pretty quiet. Oh, I just gave away the Super 7-day. You need to hang out, though, for a few more minutes, because I'm going to go deeper into this and show you what to expect over the next few days.
All right, we have a bad crash, and it's been this way since just about 4 o'clock this morning, where we've had the intersection of Parker and Quincy closed down. It's right here on the southeast side of town. Southbound, northbound, and Quincy is all closed. Let me show you what's going on from your Tracker 7 high above. So here's Quincy. There's Smoky Hill and Quincy. So this is closed down here at the shopping center. These folks northbound Parker are going through the shopping center. The folks that are on southbound Parker Road going through the shopping center. And there's that car wash over here, and the actual crash is back in here. The problem is the power got knocked out. Big pole got knocked down, and so they still have no power in here to operate. And you know what it's like with all the different turns and merges and all that stuff, with the power not being available for the traffic lights. So that's causing this big issue, unfortunately. So the ways to get around it: Chambers, either north or southbound. Buckley, actually southbound to Orchard, getting over to Parker Road will save you some time, because that southbound side of Chambers pretty heavy trying to get down to Parker right now.
Well, a teenage boy is dead after he was shot near a downtown Denver skate park. Police have released this video of some of the teen's last moments, hoping this will help catch the killer. Denver 7's Christian Lopez is live near the downtown Denver skate park. Christian, what do we know about the people involved in this?
Well, Nicole, there's still no word on any suspect or motive, but we do know that that teenager who was shot and killed over the weekend was just 16 years old. And that shooting happened here by the skate park on Saturday evening. And this is near 19th Street, which separates the skate park from Commons Park, which is a very popular area. Even as we're out here this morning, we've already seen several people jogging and walking their dogs around. Police have identified the victim as Juan Herrera Lozano, and in a video that was obtained by investigators, you can see Lozano crossing the street and talking to people inside a vehicle. He later turns from that car, and you can see him falling in the middle of the street while those who were near the skate park started to scatter. And here's a closer look at that car. It's a dark 4-door sedan. Police say Lozano was shot by someone who was inside that vehicle. So now they're working to identify that car and who was inside of it. But so far there have been no arrests. And you can help get that shooter off the street by sharing the pictures and videos of that vehicle. We have those on our website. Just go to thedenverchannel.com. Live in Denver this morning, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
All right, thank you, Christian.
We are seeing new body camera video this morning showing State Representative Matt Gray's arrest. The Broomfield Democrat was arrested last week on suspicion of DUI. The police report says he was picking up his kids from school when staff noticed he smelled like alcohol. Gray told police he had not been drinking, but instead was having a mental health crisis.
When I have anxiety and depression, I suffer from symptoms.
Okay.
And
what kind of symptoms?
Exactly what you see right now.
When officers took Gray into custody, he mentioned knowing the DA but asked not to be treated differently. Gray previously worked as a deputy district attorney for the 17th Judicial District. The office said it was recusing itself from the case and that it would be handled by the DA in Jefferson County. The police report shows Gray refused to take any blood or breath tests. Denver 7 has reached out to Representative Gray, but he has not returned our request for comment. His next court appearance is in June.
Another check from the government is coming soon. This one isn't new, but it's coming earlier than usual. It's your Taxpayer Bill of Rights, or TABOR refund. Colorado law requires the state to return excess tax money. Individuals will get $400 and couples filing jointly will get $800. Governor Polis says he is speeding up the checks because people need help soon.
We know that this last year has been difficult. Rising prices, gas at $4 a gallon, groceries costing more. And rather than sit on this money, we know that $400 will help people now.
So it's not right now. The checks will arrive in August. Republicans are criticizing Democrats for taking credit for this tax refund. They say Democrats have opposed TABOR in the past, but are now touting the returns as their success. Governor Polis also signed a bill approving the state's budget for the 2022-23 fiscal year. Colorado's budget is close to $36.5 billion. It includes money for health care, public safety, and higher education. There's also $7 billion for K-12 schools, which is a 12% increase over last year.
A source for more affordable housing in Denver may be in existing backyards. A new program helping families build accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, has built 2 already. They hope to build 10 more. ADUs are known as carriage houses or granny flats, you may have heard them called. They're typically a separate housing unit built in a person's backyard. The Denver Housing Authority is teaming up with several groups to help people build them on their properties.
Something that we control, something that we benefit from given this housing market. And it's the ability to take your home equity that you may have earned from 10, 20, 30 years of living in neighborhoods and invest that in your property so that you're building wealth and providing a solution that's important.
You can learn more about building ADUs and the help available on the website mywdrc.org. So what would it be like to have a renter in your backyard? Denver 7's Veronica Acosta spoke with a woman who is doing it and liking it.
She does like it, and there are a lot of reasons why people are turning to these ADUs in their backyards. Some are converting their old garages, maybe even those old storage structures into those homes. Others, though, they're building their ADUs from the ground up. Whatever the reasoning or the method is, the homeowners we spoke with said the backyard homes are very beneficial for them.
It's a huge plus. I know that they're happy there because it's beautiful and it's a perfect home for a renter, and it helps out me financially. There's definitely a convenience factor there. It's nice to have your renter be close to you so you can walk over and fix something.
So Rachel Pointon bought her home in the West Colfax neighborhood sometime last year. This ADU was actually built by the construction company called L&D Construction. They also built her next door neighbor's ADU as well. Now these run anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 in rent. Now, spokesperson with L&D says that they are so beneficial not only for the homeowner, but also for the person who's renting the ADU.
I think for the people living inside, it's a brand new space. You know, they're not sharing a wall in an apartment building. They have, maybe some dedicated yard space.
And in the West Colfax neighborhood, zoning allows for these ADUs. Pointon and her next door neighbor, like I mentioned, they both have their own. L&D Construction has built about 35 of these in the Metro Denver area, with at least 10 more in the works. In the newsroom, I'm Veronica Acosta, Denver 7.
Very interesting idea. Thanks, Veronica. Broncos minicamp usually isn't a big deal, but this year we have a new head coach and quarterback. Russell Wilson ran onto the field yesterday for the first time in his number 3 jersey and helmet. And George Payton and John Elway watched from the sidelines, all smiles the whole time, thrilled to watch Wilson take over the team. He told us he's just as thrilled to be getting a reboot as a Bronco.
To be able to go through it and go to a new organization, to a winning organization, an amazing city, amazing place, it's such a blessing.
This guy loves practice. I mean, just out there at the end, he's like, wait, we're done? Like, can we do more? And you're like, man, I would love to, but we got to tone it down, baby steps. But no, it's
Yeah, it was also the first practice for new head coach Nathaniel Hackett, and he didn't just stand on the sidelines. He jumped right in and played running back, getting fake handoffs from his new quarterback.
We will hear from the Nuggets this afternoon before they head back to San Francisco. Game 5 against the Warriors is tomorrow night. Warriors lead the series 3-1, so Nuggets are on the brink. They were able to avoid the sweep with a win Sunday night at Ball Arena, but they will be eliminated if they can't force Game 6. Twitter is about to have a new owner, but there are concerns about the way Elon Musk will change social media.
Plus, a new study shows how much it may pay to stay on the job hunt.